Ooh, so we broke so many records yesterday. We're just going to continue to see a lot of these records break, especially because it feels a lot like summer in the middle of March. So it's something we just haven't seen in a very long time.
Yep.
Yeah, so the next weather alert that I've issued here in Southern California continues through the end of the week. So if you thought it was hot yesterday in some spots, it will be slightly hotter. Yes, we're still in the thick of it. Here's a look at the winds, and the winds are going to continue to be a little bit more offshore, and this is why our morning temperatures are up by a few more degrees compared to yesterday. So we're up by 2 more degrees for LAX, 1 for Simi Valley, 4 for Santa Ana, and 4 also for Laguna Beach. So here's a look as this high pressure system, this historic high pressure system sits overhead. It's going to pump in the hot, dry air with these offshore conditions. And then our temperatures this morning are already starting off a little bit warmer than what we normally feel. And with this high, with this heat wave, as we head into the very hot afternoons, our overnight lows are going to continue to stay warmer than normal. And in some cases, we could still see some 70s as we head into the overnights for some locations as we head into the next few nights and mornings. 67 right now for Burbank, 63 for downtown LA, 54 for Corona, and we have 66 right now for the Fullerton area. Here is a look at our next weather alert that I've issued for all communities. That includes the beaches still all the way to our high deserts as this prolonged heat event continues. With this historic March heat, our daily and monthly records will continue to fall, and I'll show you some areas that broke records across the board yesterday. So the risk for heat-related illnesses continue, and then peak heat is expected today, tomorrow, and also Friday. So yesterday we broke all-time March records. That is for Long Beach at the airport. Instead of 98, which was the old record, we came in at 99. UCLA tied the old record. Burbank Airport also broke the monthly record, coming in at 99 degrees yesterday. Woodland Hills also tied the old record, coming in at 101. Palmdale tied an old record. Camarillo 97, shattering the old record. Same with Oxnard, coming in yesterday at 96 degrees. So that kind of gives you an indicator of how hot things have been here. And then we will just continue to feel this high pressure system sit right over the area as we head into the next few days. So here's a look at where this high pressure system is currently. As it sits over Southern California, this is what's going to pump in much more of that heat, and then it's really not moving at least through the end of the week. And then that also means once it kind of scoots off to the east a little bit more, we will continue to feel above average temperatures. So really quickly, let me show you what I'm talking about here. We are dealing with this heat, the above average temperatures sticking around for the next 8 to 14 days, and then it will continue to move a little bit more to the central part of the United States, and then also affect areas like the southeast as we head into a week and a half from now, as another high pressure system is expected to move in. And so it looks like so far we're not going to get any break from this heat, or we're basically going to stay above average for the next week and a half here in Southern California as well. All right. Now, as we head into the rest of the week, as I mentioned, this system will start to slide away, and it will bring us a modest cooling for the weekend, which is great news. However, we will still remain well above average. But here's a look at that high pressure system. As it moves off to the east, it will finally drop us out of the 90s for LA and Orange County, and we'll head into the 80s. But again, still above average for this time of year. Normally we should be about 70 degrees. And then it looks like we have another high pressure system kind of moving in behind that once we head into the middle of next week. So that's something that we're looking at right now. Otherwise, triple digit heat continues for the rest of the week for the valleys, and then you can get out of the century mark on Saturday, 97, and then by the time we head into Sunday, 89. So that at least this is some modest cooling for the valleys, and that means it's not going to be as hot as what we're feeling right now. Inland Empire 101 today, ending the week at 104. The good news is that by the end of the weekend, temperatures will finally get out of the century mark and cool into the low 90s. So Kalina, unfortunately, we're still going to be dealing with above average temperatures for the next 7 days, but the good news is that the thick of what we're feeling right now will kind of pass as we head into the weekend. All right, back to you.
All right.